Hello learners, welcome to Chemistry Nuggets. I'm Akanksha and today's video is about chapter number 1 from NCERT textbook, class 9th. For class 9 student, I'm going to start a video lesson by lesson. So this is the first lesson and part 1. So this lesson is divided into small parts. So first part is there today. So the chapter name is Matter in Our Surrounding. And the first part is matter. Matter is anything which occupies space and have mass is called matter. That is having mass and volume. So friends, what is matter? The matter is anything around us. You can see around you. You can see table, fan, water, air, all these things having mass as well as a volume. So anything like this is called matter. Now the next point, which is very important, is matters are made up of small particles. Like we can say, if we have a wooden block, we can just say it's a wooden block because it's a matter. It can take a space. It has some mass, or we can say it has mass and volume both. But if we study further very deeply, like the scientists, we can say this wooden block is made up of small particles. Okay. So I can explain you if this is a wooden block. This is just looking like this. But this is actually inside small particles. This wooden block is made up of minute particles which are not seen from the normal naked eyes. Understand the concept? These are small particles. So now we understand the small particles which are inside the matter. Now we will go through these particles and we will learn the characteristics of these particles. Now, characteristics of the particles. The first point is particles of matter have space between them. It means these particles are not stuck together very tightly. If we take any matter, the particles are having some space between them. This depends on particle to particle. Either the space will be less or the more, and it is, I think, almost fixed for particular particle that how much space will be there. Okay, like if we have, I can explain you this. If we have a glass of water, we can say particles are like this in water. I am just demonstrate you. And if we have some sugar, so particles are like that in sugar. And if we mix both together, what will happen? These are the water particles and these are the sugar particles. So we can see easily the sugar particles occupy those space which is in between the particles of the water. So we can understand there is some space in between the particles of water that was taken by the sugar particles, and only in this way a water sugar solution is made. This is a water plus sugar. Okay, so this example is easy to explain and easy to understand. that there is some space between the particles. The second point is particle of matters moves continuously. This is also an important point that particles are not stiff. They are not sitting strongly in one place. There is some sort of movement. If it is solid, the movement is very negligible. If it is liquid, the movement is somewhat visible. And in the case of gas, the movement is very fast. So the movement is also depend upon what kind of pattern we are taking. Okay. So what is this movement? Movement is something like each and every particle is having some kind of kinetic energy with them. Because of this kinetic energy, the particles move. And the next point what I am going to tell you is increasing the temperature, the kinetic energy of the particle increases. That is on heating. The particles move faster. In other words, we can say on heating, the particle move faster. That we can easily understand when we boil a tumbler of water. Earlier, when it is on normal temperature, we can see there is no movement or little bit movement. But as we start heating, the water molecules, you can see some kind of movement. We can understand there. Some boiling is started happening. Why this is happening? Because of the heat we are giving. That heat, the particles take that heat and convert that heat into kinetic energy. And because of that kinetic energy, the particles started moving fastly. This is all the process which is going inside that tumbler. So we can understand on heating, the particles move faster. The next point is particles of matter have force of attraction between them. We talked about the matter, we talked about the particles, but there is some sort of force of attraction between the particles. That's why they are bound together. Okay, so this force of attraction also varies for different kind of matter. Okay, so now we learned 4 points. First is particle having some space. Second point is the particles are moving continuously. The third point, on heating, the particles move faster. And the fourth point is particles having force of attraction between them. So that's all for today. This is all about the particles. In the next video, we will learn about the 3 states of the matter. Okay? Keep learning. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Thank you.